All right, so picture this. You just got into college. Huge congrats, right? Super
Well,
exciting.
absolutely. Big moment.
Yeah, you're thinking about classes, campus life. But then reality hits. The tech, specifically the laptop.
Uh-huh. The big one.
Exactly. You need something that works, lasts, and, doesn't completely destroy your bank account.
It's a lot to figure out. Feels like swimming in options.
Totally, like an ocean of tech jargon.
Okay.
So today, we're going to cut through all that.
Get straight to it.
This deep dive is all about smart ways to save on those college laptops. Our mission. Give you the actual useful stuff you need to choose wisely without overspending.
Making it actionable.
Right. We've dug into sources like WDSU, Consumer Reports, Tech Radar, Tom's Guide, Live Science. Even checked out some Reddit forums for the real-world scoop.
Good mix of sources there.
Yeah, trying to get the full picture. The goal is simple. Turn all this info into practical tips and insights so you can pick the right laptop. Tailor-made advice.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, let's unpack the cost first. Because, wow, college tech adds up.
It really does. It's a significant expense.
WDSU found that the average student is spending around $364 on tech this year.
Wow, $1,300.
Yeah. And guess what the biggest single item is?
Gotta be the laptop.
Yep. Laptops consistently top that list. It's the main event, budget-wise.
What's truly critical here, I think, is that planning isn't just about finding a sale. It's really about actively managing a major cost.
Proactive, not reactive.
Exactly. And Consumer Reports actually has some pretty specific advice on this. They're saying buy sooner rather than later.
Oh, interesting. Why now?
Well, because of potential tariffs, maybe supply chain hiccups, things that could push prices up maybe dramatically later in the summer or fall.
So getting ahead of potential price hikes.
Right. You're not just bargain hunting, you're kind of future-proofing your wallet a bit too. Early action could literally save you hundreds.
Okay, so if planning ahead is key and buying sooner might be smarter, a huge part of that has to be when exactly to buy, right? To hit those sweet spots for discounts.
The golden windows, yeah.
So the good news is lots of the big back-to-school sales.
Sure.
They're already happening. Amazon, Best Buy, Dell, Apple, they're all in.
Rolling out the deals now.
You can expect some pretty deep cuts on popular stuff, MacBooks, HP, Lenovo, those mid-range Windows machines everyone uses. And here's a little insider tip. For Amazon Prime members, during Prime Day, check out the back-to-school and off-to-college sections. They're kind of hidden sometimes.
Right, gotta look for those specific hubs.
Yeah, and you might find laptops there, like up to 40% off, which is huge.
20% is significant savings.
And get this, Tech Radar and Deal News, they actually found that some of these early deals, especially the ones in July, can be even better than Black Friday.
That's counterintuitive for a lot of people, I think. Black Friday gets all the attention.
Right. But it makes sense. Retailers might be clearing out older stock before new models drop, or just trying to lock in sales before the, holiday madness.
Exactly. So while everyone's waiting for November, savvy students might score bigger savings now. Understanding these specific windows is way more effective than just waiting for a generic sale.
Good point.
But I should add, maybe for some really specific high-end models. Waiting might still yield a unique clearance deal later on when the very newest versions launch. It's not a hard and fast rule for absolutely everything.
Okay, that's a fair distinction. So besides timing, what about savings that are always there, just waiting to be used?
You mean like student discounts?
Exactly, student discounts. It's a direct path to saving money, and honestly, sometimes people forget about it.
Or don't realize how widespread they are.
Totally. Most big brands offer them. Usually it's around 5 to 10% off. You just have to verify you're a student.
Which is usually pretty straightforward.
Yeah, like Apple's Education Store. Students can typically get $100, maybe $200 off a MacBook Air or Pro.
And they often add gift cards too, right?
Yes. Sometimes you get a bonus gift card. Always nice. Dell does it too, 5 to 10% off XPS and Inspiron models if you verify with your .edu email.
Standard practice for them.
And it's not just those two. HP, Lenovo, Microsoft, Acer, even Razer, they all have verified student deals.
So pretty much all the major players.
Pretty much. You usually go through a service like ID.me or Student Beans or Unidays to prove you're enrolled.
Simple verification step.
It's basically free money if you're a student buying a laptop. So definitely use your student status to get those discounts.
No reason not to.
Okay, now, let's get into the specs.
Yeah.
This can feel like the tricky part, right? All the jargon.
Yeah, RAM, SSD, gigahertz. It can be confusing.
But we'll break down what actually matters for college. First up, the screen and keyboard.
Essentials for daily use.
You really want at least a full HD display.
Yeah.
That's 1920 by 1080 pixels, makes text sharp, videos clear,
Yeah.
crucial for staring at it for hours.
Definitely avoids eye strain too, compared to lower res screens.
And a backlit keyboard, maybe full size. A lot of students swear by it for late-night typing sessions.
Makes a huge difference in dimly lit dorm rooms or libraries.
Then their size. Portability versus screen real estate.
The eternal trade-off.
If you want ultra-portable, like barely feel it in your backpack, look at 10 to 13 inches. Great for running between classes.
But maybe cramped for heavy multitasking?
Could be. That's why the 14 to 16-inch range is often called the sweet spot. Good balance of screen space and still being pretty portable.
Right. I saw someone on Reddit mention they got a 13-inch first and then regretted it when they tried juggling multiple research papers. Wished they'd gone slightly bigger.
See, real-world feedback. Now, the engine parts. RAM and storage.
Performance boosters, definitely.
Okay, RAM. You'll see 8 gigabytes listed as minimum, and maybe that's okay if you only browse the web and type notes.
But okay might not cut it these days.
Exactly. For actual college work research tabs, Word docs, Zoom lectures, maybe some basic photo editing, for a project you really want 16 gigabytes.
That's the threshold for smooth multitasking. Prevents that frustrating lag.
Totally. And storage. Forget old spinning hard drives if you can. Prioritize an SSD solid-state drive.
Absolutely non-negotiable, in my opinion.
Even a smaller SSD makes everything so much faster. Booting up, opening apps.
Yeah.
It's a night and day difference.
And these specs, they directly impact your day-to-day. Enough RAM means no slowdowns when you have 20 browser tabs open, plus your essay, plus Spotify.
Right. Keeps you sane.
And that SSD means your laptop's ready to go in seconds, not minutes. Saves you precious time, which students never have enough of.
True.
But, you know, it raises a question. For someone on an extremely tight budget, just taking basic notes, could they squeak by with 8 gigs of RAM, or are they just setting themselves up for pain later?
That's a really fair point for the super budget conscious. I mean, 8 gigs will function. Barely.
Yeah, function is the word.
For just notes and web browsing, maybe. But you'll feel the limits fast. Multitasking will suffer, and you won't have much flexibility if your needs change. So while possible, 16 gigs is strongly recommended if you can stretch the budget even a little.
Better investment long term.
Okay, so we've covered timing, student discounts.
Yeah.
But what about saving even more by not buying brand new?
Ah, the refurbished route.
Yes. Certified refurbished. It's a seriously smart strategy, often overlooked.
People sometimes get nervous about refurbished.
They do, but they shouldn't. Not from reputable places. You can save like 20 to 40% off a new price.
That's a huge chunk of change.
And the key thing is peace of mind. These often come with warranties, usually a full year.
Just like new, often.
Exactly. We're talking official programs like Apple Certified Refurbished. They inspect everything, replace parts if needed, package it nicely, and give you that warranty.
Apple's program is particularly good, yeah.
And others too. Amazon has renewed or resale. Walmart has restored. Lenovo has an outlet store. These are tested, quality-checked options with clear return policies.
Yeah, it's crucial to emphasize refurbished doesn't mean broken or second best. These are often just open box returns, maybe a tiny cosmetic scratch, or display models.
Professionally checked and cleaned up.
Right. Fully functional, just cheaper. I saw a comment, again on Reddit, someone saved 30% on a high-end laptop, said it was indistinguishable from new.
Nice.
But another user wisely added,
Yeah.
Always double-check the specific warranty and return policy for the refurbished unit you're considering.
Good advice. Cover your bases. But yeah, it's a fantastic way to get more bang for your buck, and it's better for the environment too, reducing e-waste.
Definitely a win-win.
Okay, so theory is great, but let's talk actual laptops. Give people some concrete examples based on the sources.
All right, let's name some names.
For someone really watching the budget, the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 15-inch seems like a solid pick. It's got that M4 chip, 16 gigs of RAM, which we said is key, and great battery life, like 15 hours. Comes in around $600 after discounts.
That hits a lot of the right notes for a student machine at that price.
Then for maybe best overall value, especially if you want something AI ready, the Acer Aspire Go 15. Good performance, SSD storage, should be under $800.
Acer often delivers good value in that mid-range space.
If you're leaning towards premium, or you're already in the Apple ecosystem, the MacBook Air M4, either 13 or 15-inch, amazing battery, super smooth, and eligible for those student deals we mentioned.
The go-to for many students for good reason.
Now, something a bit different if sustainability and the repairability are big for you, the modular framework Laptop 13.
Ah, the framework. Love that concept.
Yeah, you can literally swap out parts, upgrade it yourself down the line. Very cool, very eco-conscious.
Keeps it out of the landfill longer.
And finally, if battery life is your absolute top priority on a Windows machine, the Dell XPS 13, the 9345 model, they're claiming up to 19 hours, plus it's super sleek for carrying around campus.
19 hours is huge. Basically gets you through the longest days without a charger.
Exactly.
And you can see how these models really illustrate those specs we talked about. Good RAM, SSDs, decent screens, but tailored to different needs and budgets.
Right, practical examples. So to wrap things up and really maximize those savings, let's hit a final checklist, some extra tips.
Let's refine the strategy.
First, stack those discounts. Don't just use the student discount. Check coupon sites like Rakuten or Honey, or use cashback platforms on top of the student deal.
Double dipping, essentially. Those extra few percent add up.
You really do. Second, be patient and compare. Don't just buy the first thing you see. Check prices at Best Buy, Amazon, the manufacturer's site, maybe others. Wait for those key sale moments if you can.
Impulse buys are rarely the best deals. It's so true. And here's a little hack. Check if your state has a sales tax holiday, usually in late summer. Buying tech, especially a laptop, during that weekend can save you the sales tax. That could be another $100 or more. Easy.
Oh yeah, tax-free weekends are gold for big purchases like this.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the core checklist.
The takeaways.
1, set a realistic budget, probably somewhere between, say, $300 and $1,200, depending on what you actually need.
Know your range.
2, use that student email. Unlock those discounts. It's there for you.
3, money.
3, aim for at least 16 gigs of RAM, definitely an SSD, and a full HD screen. Those are your baseline performance specs.
The non-negotiables for a good experience.
4, don't sleep on refurbished. Check out trusted sources like Apple Certified Refurbished or Amazon Renewed. Big savings potential.
Smart value.
5, time your purchase. Hit those Prime Day or back-to-school sales, especially early ones in July.
Strategic shopping.
6, compare before you click buy, and layer on coupons or cashback if possible.
Maximize the deal. And finally, 7, pick the size that fits your life. Ultralight 13-inch for maximum portability or 14 to 16-inch for more versatility.
Match the form factor to your needs.
That's a lot, but hopefully it's super helpful.
Definitely a solid framework. And, it raises an important question, doesn't it? How do these strategies, the research, the comparison, the timing, how do they empower you, not just for buying this one laptop, but maybe for making all big purchases more thoughtfully?
That's a great point. It's about becoming a smarter consumer overall.
Building those habits.
Well, there you have it. Our deep dive into navigating the world of college laptops without breaking the bank. Hopefully we've distilled all that noise into clear, practical steps for you.
Actionable knowledge.
And thinking beyond just the specs and the price tag. This whole process kind of makes you consider, what does your tech choice say about your priorities? Are you all about raw power, ultimate portability, or maybe that long-term sustainable angle, like with the framework laptop we mentioned?
Interesting angle. What you value in your tools.
Yeah, I think something to reflect on as you use all this info to make your own decision. And that's what we aim for here, insightful, actionable knowledge to help you get truly well-informed without the overload. Thanks for diving in with us.